Don't forget to press the subscribe button and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all our videos. Welcome back to the channel everyone, and let's quickly take a look what we will be completing in this video. So first of all, we will do the upload or store image into the Firebase storage. Next is we'll try to get and display the user information in on the profile section. So that's the left section in the feed one. And the last one would be the profile page, or this is a profile, not a block but a page. Okay, great. So let's quickly dive into the code. So first of all, I'll have to do git reset hard, get reset hard. Okay, you guys don't need to do this because I created few files which I had to test. So okay, and let's see. Okay, edit profile and edit page. Alright, so now let's quickly take a look about the storage. So for storage, let me bring my browser here. Firebase Storage. So let's see. Cloud storage. In the documentation, as you can see, you have to integrate Firebase, which we have already done. Creating a reference is remaining for us, and upload or download. So how are we gonna create storage? So I go to Firebase. We have exported three things: the Firebase regular initialization, user ref, post ref. So these are all two databases. I'll create a new one, export constant storage ref equal to Firebase app.storage, and that's it. From here, the reference we will have in the other section. So let me go ahead in my profile edit page, so edit profile. So here what I'm going to do is I'll have an input at this on this or before the first name, which will handle my image edit or image adding stuff. So input type equal to file. So this will have an edit, like not an edit, but it will have like adding element to it. Like, let me show you. So I need to run the server. So cd Facebook clone. Alright, yarn start. Okay, so it will give you an option to add the image, and then our procedure should be to store it into the Firebase storage. So let us take a look. Upload image to Firebase React. So this was one tutorial which I saw to get familiar with it. I guess it was this one, yes. So you can take a look at this tutorial. It's really nice, and it will give you like all the explanation how do you need to do the storage. Okay, so if I am going into the edit section, I have this thing. So if I choose something and if I have it here, see, so my file is being uploaded. So it's not uploaded to the storage, so now we need to figure out how are we going to upload it to storage. So before that, before I upload it into storage, I would like to preview it. So how am I going to handle the preview? So let's do the preview thing here. So in edit section we have three stages, or two stages, but I'll have one more stage, and that is image, set image, use state, and this will be empty. So it's supposed to be an object, but that's fine, we can have it as an empty string just to identify whether the image was stored or not. Okay, so in the input type file on change, I can have event, and once I have, if I edit something, I'm supposed to set my, or if I change something, if I add a file to this, I'm gonna add it to the image. So set image, and you need to make sure that this is event dot target dot files and the zeroth element. So zeroth element of an array. So that's what you are supposed to pass in to the image. And let's take a look what it is. So image tag and src equals to, so now here you need to make sure that this is how you, because you cannot display image right away. You need to create an URL which will display the image for you. So I came across a really nice tutorial about display image preview. This is the one. So it's going to tell you how you can display an image, because if I just write image, it's not going to work. So, and you definitely need an alt for this. So class or profile picture. Okay, so let's look at the documentation, and this says that you need to use url.create object URL, and yeah, okay, let's do that. URL dot create object URL, and in this one you need to pass image. Great, and I'll give it a height of 40 pixel. So let's take a look what it is. So I go here, edit. So it's gonna throw an error because I have nothing. URL is not a function because image is empty, right? So for that reason I'll have to do one more thing. I need to check if I have image, and if I have image, that's when I'm supposed to show this. So let's go here, edit, choose file. Okay, so let's take any of the promo I did before. See, so it's changing. So if I try something else, so this is something that we are expecting, right? So we will go ahead with this, and now the thing is that what we should do is the first name, last name, and submit. So if I change anything here, these three things should go directly into our database, and it's gonna get updated into our database, so we'll take care of that. So Firebase, let me open that. Okay, so in the edit profile we are editing the function. So this is the function which is helping us update anything in the database, right? So I'll go here and I'll take a look that image URL. Am I having image URL? So I'll be passing a fourth parameter, which is image URL. And there's one issue here, that if I set a value, it's not gonna update it. I mean that it's not. We have email, first name, and last name. So if I just set first name and last name, it's gonna remove email because we haven't passed anything yet. So for that reason, there's one way. Let's quickly take a look at the solutions to it. How to update Firebase child value. Okay, particular value of Firebase. Let's see, because I know of set. I might have used the other ones, but I cannot recall them. So set is one way of doing it, or update. You can get the same with update. It's likely you don't know the ID of the user in this case. Okay, I know the ID of the user, but update, what I want is not to affect the email, or I can even pass in the email, so that's fine. Okay, so let's do one thing. We'll even pass in email, so we don't mind passing email. So email, comma, and image URL. Okay, so first we'll check if image URL exists. Because if the image URL doesn't exist, we don't really want to pass anything. So I can do something, or the thing is that I was thinking of two ways. If image URL exists, then you update it with image URL, or you update just these three things. But we can do one thing. Image URL equals to image URL if it exists, image URL, else it will be an empty string. So this will be a string, so that's why this is really good for us. So in this case we are good with this function, and let's go ahead and work on the storage part. So edit profile, so on submit, so this is when I'm supposed to do it, right? So image, this is going to be the image URL. So before submit, I would like to send, or not send, but I would like to call the function for storage. So how am I going to do that? The storage, and that too if image exists, if there's any image or any image has been added. So storage ref dot reference, I'll use image, so this will be the folder name, and slash I will give it a name, and that name could be image dot file name, or to be precise it is name, because that's what it is. Let me double check. Okay, if I upload anything, okay, I don't get here, but yeah, it is name, most probably it is name. And dot bucket dot is supposed to be dot put image. Okay, so let's go to the documentation of Firebase Storage, upload file on web. Alright, so this is a really nice documentation, so I'll give the link to this documentation as well. So storage reference, you have a ref, and then you keep adding items to it. So here what I'm doing is I am following this pattern. Yeah, manage upload. So once I upload it, so there are like 3 or 4 things, which they're like 4 functions. Yeah, ApploTasks.on. So storage ref dot child, or ref, we can have ref, we will be using ref. So dot put, and this will be the file which will be the image, and upload task dot on, and this is the key which we will have to use, state change, and in this function will take care of the other, will take care of the uploading. And so let me show you what it is. Image storage ref, so this is var upload task and upload task dot on state change. So the first one will be, where is it? Here. First one is the progress. This is will be progress. There's error, and this is upon completion. So progress, error, and complete. So these are the three functions. This progress is a function, error is a function, complete is a function. So what happens here is we will take care of the error here. Console log error, and on complete. This is the main thing for us because we will be adding the URL into the database. So add URL to the database. Okay, great. So on state change here, I will do one thing, that URL. That's what I'm getting, right? Let's double check. We don't get a URL, but we'll have to get it in this way. So we don't get URL here, but let's just, before we do anything, let's just verify that we are getting this URL. Okay, I don't even want to upload anything into the database. So UID is fine. Alright, so let's just submit and check what do we get in the console. Check, okay. And on submit, uncaught error. So what is this error? Firebase Storage invalid argument is on, expected state changed. Okay, and so that's what we did. Let's see. State changed. Okay, it's changed. Alright, let's see now. Whether it is taking a while, so should be good news. Okay, it took a very long time, but something is going on, I guess, hopefully. We can have a bunch of consoles in there, but yeah, that's how the submit is, right? On submit, if image, console log, okay, console begin, okay, upload, on error, there's no error. So getting URL. Alright, so let's take a look. Choose file, okay. Alright, submit, begin, getting URL, and awesome. So we got the URL, and if you check this URL, it will be our file. Perfect, perfect. This is great. This is something what we are expecting. So this is great. And now, if we have the image, we are going to get the image URL. So I can use this, guys, inside of this object, because if I write it outside, it's not gonna be, like, image will be empty. So image URL will be download URL, or I can just name it image URL. Okay, this is great. we don't have UID because it was commented out. And yeah, now we have everything that we need. And if there's no image, so we are supposed to just run this guys. So else we can just make it as one function, and yeah, that's going to be fine. All right, so this is looking good, and we need to do one. I think we don't need to, because we did what we did was saved an image into our storage and then added it into our database as well, because we are editing it, right? So we have added it into our database as well, so which is great, which is not an issue at all. But the issue is we don't have email. So let's do one thing. Let's go ahead and fetch the user information. So email, where are we getting it from? So we don't have email here. It's supposed to be passed from prop. Okay, so this is the second task which we are doing right now. Or let's do one thing. This image storage was more than enough for this video, and in the next section we will go ahead and complete the get the user information in the profile page. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.